Hey, good afternoon, my people. What's up? Today is what? Friday the 20th day of February 2026, and the time right now is 12:37 p.m. And yeah, it's Friday, coming onto a weekend. So let us be safe and enjoy the weekend. Well, what am I going with today? My backdrop. See what the backdrop says? How to write a shit policy. Yeah, how to write a shit policy. This morning I was listening to the radio and I heard, I'm not sure if it's in the news or on one of the shows, I heard a cutout or an insert being played that Minister Brown, Bird Brown, Mary Bird Brown, part of a part of a contribution she made at the Labour Party town hall meeting last night in St. Philip's or St. Philip's North. I think it might have been at the clinic in Glanville's area. I think that's where it was. If it's not, stand corrected. And when I heard her contribution, I said, what kind of bullshit is this lady talking about? That's what I said. What kind of bullshit is this lady talking about? But then I recognized to myself that no, she might have been speaking to a shit policy. And that is why I'm going with this backdrop. How to write a shit policy. This is a readout of the exchange that I heard that I want to speak to. Good evening. My name is Carolyn Thomas, and I'm from the beautiful village of Willikeys, where Randy is our leader. Well, I was wondering if she was going, the person here, Carolyn Thomas, if she was going in for a queen show. But anyway, that's how she started. I take a walk around Willikeys, which is around Boone's area. I think that's the name. The Rooms, which is around Rooms area. The other day, it is beautiful. I did not realize that the lands around there has been cut up and everything. What I'm saying is, what I would like to ask, what transparent criteria, let me just say that transparent criteria, what transparent criteria is being used for land allocation and housing development within the constituency? And as I'm saying, I would love these lands around Rooms area to give to the constituency, St. Philip's North. Most of it should be given to the young people around this area, and I hope it will be done in the near future. That was her contribution question included. And this was the answer from Minister Maria Bird Brown. I think she's responsible for chapter two, right? Yeah, this is her answer. Yes, okay, good night. Thank you for that. So Chopper is actually the entity that is developing the land over at Rooms. And there is a transparent route that they take for allocations. There is an allocation committee, but those allocations, the applications are sent in usually by the representative based on recommendation from the representative from the area, or in this case, the caretaker. Mr. Baltimore has submitted many individual names of individuals who are interested in the land, and so they are placed in the pool of applicants. And so after there's an allocation committee that meets, looks at the application, and then informs the caretaker or the representative, and then the applicants themselves. So there is a process whereby individuals from the respective constituency are allowed first preference, and it continues to be that way across every constituency. And when I heard and I read it, I said, what bullshit am I hearing here? No, I make an application to Chopper. I know Chopper is selling land at a particular area. I make an application to Chopper. Firstly, I would believe that when I make my application, I would present it to Chopper. So I don't know where it comes in. The allocations are sent in usually by the representative. Does the representative of the area have a list? And you have these names to these people. That's the application? I don't think so. Maybe that is something in addition to the application. I don't know. Somebody can tell me. And it says, based on recommendation from the representative from the area, in this case, the caretaker. So what's the application for? If I apply for land by this area, rooms they call it, and I fill out the application and I meet the criteria, why does somebody have to carry something to somebody for me? And that is the process, right? That allows constituencies to be allowed first preference. So the lands of Antigua belong to constituencies, or belong to Antiguans and Barbudans. Not to say that if you live in Willies and there's land in Willies, that persons in Willies ought not to be able to get some land. Not to say that at all. But the land in Willies belong to Willies people. And if that is the thinking, how the hell I want to go over Barbuda and take Barbuda people land? Why make the land over Barbuda and belong to Barbuda? I mean, y'all are just sickening. Come on. What is that? And now, for make matters worse, here, Mr. Baltimore has submitted many names of individuals who are interested in lands. And so they are placed in a pool of applicants. And so after there's an allocations committee meeting, or allocation committee that meets, look at the application, then they inform the caretaker or the representative, and then the applicant in 2026, and y'all wonder what make Donald Trump have y'all the way how he have y'all? Huh? Y'all wonder why Donald Trump called these islands shit countries? And people are trying to say Donald Trump don't know what you say? Wait, that can make it, and that is a policy? That is a government policy? Boy, y'all people sickening. Y'all people sickening. That's the most I'll say. Have a good day, my people.